here in the Card Player studio with Bellagio Tournament Director Jack McClelland. Thanks for coming by, Jack.
You're welcome, Lizzie.
So we have a question from one of our viewers. It's about one of his home games. He moved all in, and there was two players to act behind him. As soon as he moved all in, the next player tanked, and after a while, the first player showed him one of his cards. At this point, the second player said, well, your hand is dead because there's another player to act behind me, and the other player agreed the raiser's hand should be dead. Was the gentleman's hand really dead by showing that card?
Well, in my tournaments, the hand wouldn't be dead, but he would receive a 20-minute penalty because obviously by showing a card, he's trying to induce him to either fold or call. So he would still have a live hand. The third player could then act, and it would go back to the first player. But then at the end of the hand, he'd have a 20-minute timeout where he'd lose his blinds and antes.
Do you think that in any tournament they would ever kill the hand for doing something like that?
Well, each individual casino, they have their own rules. But I think the fairest way is if you give them a penalty. That way, what we want to stop them from doing is from doing it again. And the best way to do that is to give them a penalty.
Because what happened in this home game was the gentleman moved all in, the players called his hand dead, and they agreed his hand was dead, which is opposite what you would have said, but it was a home game. After agreeing the gentleman's hand was dead, neither one of the other players called his all in, and they didn't know what to do with the pot.
Well, if neither one of them called his all in, he would get his chips back, and the first part of the bet, like if it was 50 and 100, the first 100 it would in, it would go in the pot, and then if everybody folded, whoever had the last action, which would probably be the big blind, would get the pot.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Jack.
You're welcome.
If you have a question for Jack, please send it to AskJack@cardplayer.com. I'm Lizzie Harrison with Jack McClelland for Card Player TV.